Good evening. Sioux Falls Mayor Paul Tenhaken says that changes are coming to the city budget, and he's also sharing some frustration about why it's happening.
A newly enacted limit from Pier is now in effect on how much property tax revenue can be collected. That means less revenue for the city. In our top story tonight, KELOLAND's Dan Centella looks at the planned changes and Tenhaken's concerns.
With less incoming revenue from property taxes, Sioux Falls Mayor Paul Tenhaken says the city needs to make some big cuts in the next 3 years.
When you look at that bucket, the cost of doing business bucket, cutting $8 to $10 million out of our budget is really cutting about 11% of that bucket.
Tenhaken says snow operations will rely on less contracted work, which means it could take longer to clear the streets. He also suggests shorter hours for libraries, an August closure for outdoor pools, and less money for nonprofits. Additionally, 3 clinics run at local schools by Falls Community Health are set to close.
Less than 5% of our patients that we see in those clinics are actually kids. And so when I say school-based clinics, don't think that we're robbing a bunch of kids from getting access to health care. That has been actually a poor performing part of our clinical portfolio.
The mayor says only around 10% of visits to Falls Community Health happen at these clinics. 2 of the closing clinics are located near Falls Community Health's downtown location. Public Health Director Joe Kipley says the more centralized approach could be beneficial.
We could make an argument that the quality of care will increase because we'll be at the main clinic with all of the other services and collaborative care that goes with being at a bigger clinic.
Senate Bill 216 in Pier this last legislative session brought about the changes to property tax collection. Tenhaken says neither he nor the city council were part of the process. Local input, the mayor says, is essential. The overall legislative process, he believes, can be better.
It's the voters' responsibility to put the right people in Pier that represent their interests. And I'm not sure if we've done that recently.
In Sioux Falls, Dan Centella, KELOLAND News.
Now, Tenhaken says the dental care at schools with closing clinics will continue. The mayor is set to share the proposed 2026 budget 1 week from today.